We all encounter them. People who consistently portray themselves as victims, blaming external circumstances or others for their misfortunes. They wield the victim card like a shield, deflecting responsibility and often eliciting sympathy. While genuine hardship exists, some individuals habitually adopt this stance, hindering their own growth and draining the emotional energy of those around them. Understanding the motivations behind this behavior and developing strategies to address it constructively is crucial for fostering healthier relationships and encouraging personal accountability. Playing the victim card can manifest in various ways. Some individuals constantly complain about their workload, unfair bosses, or difficult family members, painting a picture of relentless suffering. Others might exaggerate minor setbacks into major crises, seeking constant reassurance and attention. This behavior often stems from a deep seated need for validation, a fear for taking responsibility for their actions, or a learned pattern of manipulation. By positioning themselves as powerless victims, they can avoid scrutiny, gain sympathy, and sometimes even manipulate others into doing their bidding. Dealing with victim card players can be emotionally taxing. Initially, one might feel empathy and offer support. However, when the pattern persists and solutions are consistently rejected, frustration and resentment can build. Enabling this behavior by constantly offering unsolicited help or agreeing with their victim narrative can inadvertently reinforce their negative mindset and prevent them from taking ownership of their lives. So, how can we tackle such folks? The key lies in a balanced approach of empathy and firmness. It's important to acknowledge their feelings without validating their victim narrative. Instead of immediately jumping in with solutions, try active listening. Let them express their frustrations, but gently steer the conversation towards their role in the situation. Asking questions such as, what steps have you considered taking? Or what could you do differently in the future? These statements can encourage self reflection. Avoid getting drawn into arguments or trying to prove them wrong. This will likely be met with defensiveness as well as further reinforcement of their victim identity. Instead, focus on setting healthy boundaries. It's okay to say no to excessive demands or to limit the time spent listening to endless complaints without any desire for change. Clearly communicate your boundaries and stick to them. Sometimes the victim card player might be genuinely struggling with underlying issues such as low self esteem or anxiety. In such cases, gently suggesting professional help might be beneficial. However, this should be done with sensitivity and without judgment. Let's consider the story of Rohan. Rohan worked in an office with his colleague Priya. Priya was a constant source of complaints. Every task assigned to her was too much. Every deadline was impossible. And every colleague was unhelpful. Initially, Rohan and others in the team tried to support her, offering assistance and understanding. However, Priya never seemed to take any initiative to improve her situation. She would consistently blame external factors for her shortcomings, never acknowledging her own role in missed deadlines or subpar work. One day, their manager assigned a crucial project with a tight deadline. Priya immediately started lamenting about the pressure and how unfair it was. Rohan, having observed this pattern for months, he decided to try a different approach. Instead of offering to help, he listened patiently to her concerns. Once she had finished, he calmly asked, Priya, what are the specific challenges you are facing with this project? And what steps have you already thought about to tackle them? Priya seemed taken aback. She was used to immediate sympathy and offers from others in terms of help. She hesitated for a moment and then vaguely mentioned a lack of resources. Rohan gently probed further, asking her to identify the specific resources that she needed and how she planned to request them. This forced Priya to move from simply complaining to thinking about potential solutions. It wasn't an instant transformation. Priya still voiced her frustrations, but Rohan consistently guided the conversation towards problem solving and personal responsibility. Over time, Priya started taking more ownership of her tasks. While she didn't completely shed her tendency to complain, she began to explore solutions and became slightly more proactive. Rohan's approach of empathetic listening combined with gentle encouragement towards accountability made a subtle but positive difference. Tackling victim card players is not about being unsympathetic or dismissive. It's about recognizing a pattern of behavior that hinders personal growth and establishing healthy boundaries. By shifting the focus from blame to responsibility and gently encouraging self reflection, we can help these individuals move beyond their self imposed victimhood and step into a more empowered and proactive way of life. It's a delicate balance, requiring patience and understanding, but ultimately, it can lead to more authentic and fulfilling interactions. Thank you very much for your time.